Welcome in, everyone, to game number 2 of our Crossroads League doubleheader. Leading it off here is going to be Candace Sutter, the leadoff hitter from game number 1. And pitching for St. Francis is Caitlin Augsburger with a 4.29 ERA, a 5-6 record on the season. In 75 innings pitched, she's given up 73 hits, 55 runs, 46 of those earned, 59 walks, 55 strikeouts, and opposing hitters batting .260. Against Caitlin Augsburger, 1-1 your count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sutter 0 for 4 with a strikeout in game number 1. Still have not been able to find a score from Huntington University as they are hosting Taylor Trojans. Marion did beat Grace in game number 1. But that game really holds little significance now that Goshen lost that game number 1. And nearly coming up with the catch there was Lizzie Meyer. So that's a leadoff single by Candace Sutter. That'll bring up number 27, Sandra Rodriguez. Rodriguez, starting first baseman, down in this count 0-1. In game number 1, she was 2 for 4 at the plate with 1 run scored and 1 strikeout. Pitch misses high and outside. Behind the plate is Vivian Goodpaster. She started game number 1 in right field, ended it behind the plate, as Rodriguez is going to be hit by the pitch. So now we have runners at first and second. Your batter is Catherine Boyer, number 24. Boyer 1 for 3 in game number 1. Getting warmed up in the bullpen is Eris Petty for St. Francis, number 1. From Bluffton, Indiana. Bunt stays in fair territory as Goodpaster gets the easy out at 1 on the sacrifice bunt by Boyer. So we have runners now at second and third base for Leah Herman. Herman 1 for 3 with the strikeout in game number 1. Checks that first pitch for ball 1. Herman entering today with a .305 batting average. Good fielding third baseman is Herman. Pitch will miss outside, so 2-1 now your count. Augsburger, a right-hander from Bern, Indiana, South Adams High School. This is upstairs for the 3-1 count. Difference out in the field, it's Ashley Morrow starting in right field. Lazy fly ball into left will fall. Coming home to score the first run of the game will be Sutter on the RBI single by Herman. Herman advances to second on the throw. So now we have runners at second and third for Rihanna Cotelis. She was more or less intentionally walked twice in game number 1. Cotelis was 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBI, and 2 walks. A lot of 2s on the board for Cotelis in game number 1. Takes that first pitch, ball 1. 1 out. Goshen needed to win that first game if they wanted to stay in the hunt for the Crossroads League tournament. Now with an 8-25-1 overall record, Grace College now at 10-25. So Goshen will not be able to match their win total. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cotellas. We've seen pretty much all the teams in the Crossroads League, and Cotellas looks like one of the better hitters. And she's only a freshman. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cotellas draws the walk. That will load the bases with 1 out. For Brooke Mays, number 16. Brooke was 2 for 4 with an RBI in game number 1. Mays, the senior from Goshen, Indiana, Northridge High School, takes that first pitch for ball 1. Counts evened up at 1 apiece with 1 out. Goshen took the lead early in game number 1, scoring in the top of the 2nd inning. One ball, 2 strikes to Brooke Mays. Looking at the game day program put together by Sports Information Director Bill Scott, says 1 more time. Well, actually 2. University of St. Francis closes out the West Indoor Field schedule and Crossroads League slate with a doubleheader against Goshen. USF aims to close out an 8-game homestand with wins and head into the 2018 Crossroads League tournament with positive momentum. Coming home to score is Rodriguez for the 2nd run of the game for Goshen. Still just 1 out and bases loaded. It's going to bring up Reina Moraga. That first pitch is a strike. She wears number 52, did pinch hit in game number 1 and walked. Down in this count, 0-2. Ooh, just misses on the outside corner, does Augsburger. Moraga, the freshman from San Diego, California. 1-2 is the count. Swing and a miss for out number 2. And once again, bad base running. That will do it for Goshen in the top half of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, 2-0, Maple Leafs on top.
Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Welcome back to Westendorf Field here in the bottom of the first inning. Goshen gets 2 runs on 2 hits. Leading off for St. Francis is number 13, Brianna Pryor. Pryor was 1 for 3 in game number 1. Pryor now with 102 runs scored in her career. She scored 33 runs as a freshman, 38 as a sophomore, and 31 here in her junior year. And she also missed 10 games this season. So Pryor getting it done here in 2018. Checks that second pitch for a called strike. 0-2's the count. On deck is Lizzie Meyer. She was 1 for 4 in game number 1, extending her hit streak to 8 games. Pryor reaches at it and right off of White. So Pryor reaches first on the E6. That'll bring the plate number 27, Lizzie Meyer. Lizzie once again 1 for 4 in game number 1, has Pryor at first base with 0 outs. Meyer entering with the team best 361 batting average as Pryor's off and she's out. Just the second time all year she's been caught stealing. Catching in game number 2 here, that's Cotellas with a strong arm. Pryor entering today with 86 career stolen bases. So with 1 out, single by Meyer. Meyer now with a 9-game hit streak. That'll bring up number 6, Morgan Hubble. Hubble 1 for 3 with a run scored. Game number 1. Meyer 13 for 16 in stolen base attempts. But Maddie Schwartz with the team best 452 batting average, but Schwartz has not played since game number 1 against Goshen at their place early in Crossroads League play. That game was back on March the 17th. She was on fire. Schwartz a 452 batting average and had 10 stolen bases at that point. So runners now at first and second. Your batter is number 5, Ramsey Herlock, the designated player, entering with a 321 batting average, 26 hits, 15 runs scored, and 81 at-bats. 12 walks, 26 strikeouts for Ramsey Herlock. So Hubble reaches on the E5. Goshen already with 2 errors in this game. Lizzie Meyer with the only hit for the Cougars so far in this game, but all 3 players have reached base with 1 out. Runners at first and second. 1-0 is your count to Herlock. Ramsey is starting second baseman last year in her freshman season. 2-0 is the count. Designated player here in game number 2. Nice pitch on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike, your count. Alexis Carpenter pitching in game number 2. She went the distance in game number 1 as well. Popped up, and Herlock's out on the infield fly. 2 outs, brings up Taylor Tucker. Carpenter went 6 innings with 106 pitches. Gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 0 strikeouts for Carpenter in that game number 1. Taylor Tucker was 0 for 2 at the plate in game number 1. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. The 1-1. This is low. Tucker had a nice unassisted double play there in game number 1. You can check out all the highlights on the University of St. Francis softball Facebook page and also the SF Cougars Twitter account. 3-1, now your count to Tucker with runners at first and second. Ooh, just catches the inside corner. We got a full count. Head coach for Goshen College is Kristen Coulter. She graduated from Union College out of Tennessee back in '07. So Tucker's going to draw the walk to load the bases for number 11, Cassidy Ferreira. Ferreira 1 for 3 in game number 1 with an RBI here with a chance to add to that RBI total. She's got bases loaded. That pitch will miss inside for ball 1. Warming up in the bullpen is the designated player, Reina Moraga. 1-1's your count. Ball hit right over the second baseman's head. 2 going to come home to score. It's Meyer in Hubble scoring on the RBI, 2 RBI single by Cassidy Ferreira. Game's tied up at 2. That brings to the plate number 42, Vivian Goodpaster. What a catch she had to end the game in game number 1. Down to this count 0-1. One ball, 1 strike to Goodpaster. Vivian was 1 for 3 at the plate. Game number 1.
Let's go.
3-1 now your count with 2 outs. Here from Westendorf Field, game number 2 of our doubleheader. Lady Cougars winning game 1 4-3. That ball hit into left field. Tucker will hold at third after the single by Goodpaster. We have bases loaded for number 14, Ashley Morrow. Morrow entering today with a .274 batting average, 23 hits, 12 runs scored, and 84 at-bats. She has 10 RBI, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Morrow was 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a double, 3 RBI in game number 2 against Bethel. Currently has hit in her last 2 games, looking to extend that streak. Down this count 0-1.
We believe, Alex. Let's go. It's the trick. Straighten one out. All right, good. Good job, Alex.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here at Westendorf Field. Morrow's starting right fielder. Just foul down the left field line. One, 2. Your count. It's Alexis Carpenter in the circle, the senior who pitched in game number 1. Morrow, nice piece of hitting. And 2 runs going to come home to score, Tucker and Ferrer. So that ball went right under the glove of Rodriguez. Cougars take the lead 4-2. We have runners at first and third. For Donjanae Chamberlain. Donj in game number 1 was 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. 1-0 is your count. To number 10, Donjanae Chamberlain. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. Nice bunt by Chamberlain. Ooh, she nearly beats that one out. Bang, bang play. We'll head to the top of the second. Lady Cougars take the lead 4-2 with 4 runs in the bottom of the first.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back, everyone, here in the top of the second inning. St. Francis up 4-2 over Goshen College. Remember, folks, to follow us on Twitter at SF Cougars and make sure to like Coach Boland's Facebook page, University of St. Francis Softball. Your batter is Allison White, the shortstop, number 32. One ball, 2 strikes your count. Ball hit right at Pryor for out number 1. One up, one down. That'll bring up Taylor Sutliff, the left fielder. Sutliff 1 for 2 with a walk in game number 1. Fouls that first pitch off for strike 1. We'll see how long the Goshen pitcher, Alexis Carpenter, can go as she pitched 6 innings in game number 1. Arm up in the bullpen. Not sure if Carpenter will come out for the bottom of the second. You would think so. 2-1's your count. Sutliff entering today with a .250 batting average. Counts evened up at 2 apiece. This will be the last game of the season for Goshen. Lady Cougars will advance to the Crossroads League tournament starting this Wednesday, Grand Park in Westfield, Indiana. Off-speed pitch, hit right up the gut for a 1-out single. That'll bring to the plate Candace Sutter, the center fielder. She singled and scored a run back in the first. It's the 3rd hit of the game for Goshen. St. Francis with 4 hits. One-0 gets past Goodpaster. 2-0's your count. Sutliff takes second on the pass ball. Your count. Candace Sutter, number 8, fouls that one off. Sutter, the senior from North Branch, Michigan. She's one of 3 seniors on the team. No play for Tucker, as we have runners at the corners now. 1st and 3rd for Sandra Rodriguez. Fourth hit of the game for Goshen after that single by Sutter. Sutter 2 for 2 in this one. Rodriguez flashes the bunt. The Sutter steals second. Got a timeout called by Taylor Sutliff. Rodriguez down in the count now, 0-2 after that foul ball. Rodriguez, just a sophomore. Some good underclassmen here for Goshen. Bethel had a strong underclassman representation on their roster as well. The youth here in the Crossroads League really trying to keep up with Wesleyan and Marion, both nationally ranked in the top 10. 2-2's your count. Pitch over the head of Rodriguez. Runners will stay at 2nd and 3rd. It's Vivian Goodpaster behind the dish. Caitlin Augsburger in the circle. Augsburger misses outside, so bases are loaded now for Catherine Boyer. Play at any base. Got a timeout called by Coach Doug Peterson. We'll take a break and be right back with you for some more Lady Cougar softball.
UP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Back to the action. First pitch strike to Boyer. A sacrifice in her first at-bat. Fielded by Augsburger. Gets the out at home. So Boyer reaches on the fielder's choice. Augsburger getting Sutliff out at home. That'll bring the plate. Pinch hitter. Number 2, Cassandra Espinosa. Espinosa was 0 for 3 with a strikeout in game number 1, batting for Herman. So remember, Herman got thrown out at third on the base running error.
Attack here, attack.
0-2 after the foul ball. Espinosa entering today with a 196 batting average. Pitch misses outside. One, two with 2 outs. Ooh. Augsburger just misses. A little bit high, a little bit outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Counts evened up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You got it, baby. Come on now. Go on, baby. Let's go right here. Right here.
Another one fouled out of play.
Come on, kid, you got it. There you go, 2-1. Let's go. Come on, 2-1. Let's go, okay. Good pitch. Oh!
Pitch misses upstairs. Another full count here with bases loaded and 2 outs. Ball hit into right field. Morrow underneath it, shading the sun. For out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Lady Cougars up 4-2 over Goshen.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back, everybody. The new pitcher for Goshen College is Reina Moraga, a 7.88 ERA, 1-9 record on the season. and 45.1 innings pitched, which is 4th best for Goshen. She's given up 86 hits, 62 runs, 51 earned, 29 walks, 18 strikeouts. Opposing batters hitting 384 against Moraga. Coaching first base now will be Abby Skura, the senior. Coming up the plate, that's Brianna Pryor. Pryor reached on an E6 back in the first inning. And for just the second time this season, she was thrown out by Cotelis trying to steal second base. Third baseman for Goshen is not Heron, it's Taylor Sutliff. I believe Heron was taken out after the base running error. 1-1's your count. Ball right over the outstretched arm of the center fielder. That's going to be a stand-up double for Bree Pryor to lead off. Bottom of the second. That'll bring the plate Lizzie Meyer. Meyer, in her first at-bat, singled and scored a run. One of 4 runs scored by the Lady Cougars in the bottom of the first inning. Wind blowing straight out to left field now. Right down the left field line. Picking up, too, at 17 miles an hour. 0-1 your count to Meyer. Wind started off blowing straight to center field. That's when Cotelis hit her solo home run. 1-1's the count to Meyer. Rips that ball up the gut. Good past her. Waved home to score. Play at the plate. Excuse me, that's Brianna Pryor scoring on the RBI double by Lizzie Meyer. Lady Cougars up 5-2. Score that, a RBI single, taking second on the throw. Hubble at the plate. She reached on an E5 back in the first. 0 outs, 1 ball, 0 strikes your count. That ball ripped all the way to the fence. Shore hops the fence. RBI double by Morgan Hubble scores Lizzie Meyer. 6-2 now, Cougars on top. It's going to bring up Ramsey Herlock, who popped out to the pitcher in her first at-bat. And it looks like we got a new pitcher for Goshen. Be number 16, Brooke Mays. We'll take a break and we'll be right back with you for some of her stats.
Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
52. Into pitch now, it's number 16 for Goshen College, Brooke Mays, the senior from Goshen High School. Mays with a 3.52 ERA is the best for Goshen, 2-1 record on the season, in 55.2 innings pitched, which is third best for Goshen. She's given up 85 hits, 39 runs, 28 of them earned, 14 walks, 14 strikeouts, and opposing batters hitting .350 against Mays. First pitch from Mays is a strike. Ball picked up by the third baseman for out number 1. It's going to bring to the plate Taylor Tucker. First pitch is a strike to Tucker with Hubble at second. Taylor walked and scored a run in her first at-bat back in the first. Third baseman is Brianna Sherman, the junior from Granger, Indiana, Penn High School. Playing third for Herman. 2-1 your count. Ball hit into left center field. Hubble's going to tag up from second and gets thrown out for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the third. Lady Cougars up 6-2 over Goshen.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back, everybody, here in the top of the third inning. St. Francis up 6-2 over Goshen College. It'll be Rihanna Cotelis to lead it off for the Maple Leafs. Cotelis walked back in the first. We'll see if she actually gets a pitch to hit here in her second at bat. It's like coach is putting a new play card in Cotelis' wristband. That's Kristen Coulter, the coach, in her 5th season here at Goshen. First pitch, fouled off the backstop for strike number 1. Cotellis down this count now, 0-2. She didn't know where that last ball went and just ran right down the first base line. It's a good tendency to have. And she's going to be hit by a pitch. The ball in the dirt. Probably the easiest free bag she's ever had. First base coach is number 23, Emily Namaznak.
I didn't mean you.
Threw some dirt on Cotellis' leg where she was hit. First pitch is ripped into left field. That was Brooke Mays, the pitcher. Mays 1 for 1. She was hit by a pitch in her first at-bat. Brings up the designated player, Reina Moraga, excuse me. Moraga struck out in her first at-bat. Came in to pitch. Not last very long, as Mays is now the pitcher for Goshen. And Carpenter started off the game. Augsburger been going the whole way for St. Francis. Up to Pryor, steps on second, and turns the double play. Bree Pryor, unassisted, 4-3 double play.
All right, Augie. Bear down, Augie. Bear down.
So with 2 outs now, runner at third is Cotellis. First pitch to White's foul ball. She grounded out to Pryor in her first at-bat. Pop fly to Meyer for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Lady Cougars up 6-2 over the Maple Leafs.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab. AWP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for champions. Welcome back here in the bottom of the third inning. Leading it off for St. Francis will be Cassidy Ferrer, who had an RBI single back in the first inning. Vivian Goodpaster and Ashley Morrow, your 3 to lead it off for the Cougars here in the bottom of the third. Your pitcher once again is Mays. Down the count, 1-0. Carpenter, the ace. Leah Herman has the second most innings pitched. Mays third most. Herman, 63.2 innings pitched under her belt. 2-1 your count. 2-1 to Ferrer. Ball fouled. And Ferrer will live to see another pitch with a 2-2 count. Pitch low and outside. We got a full count now to Ferrer, the freshman from Westfield. Cassidy in game number 1, 1 for 3 with 1 RBI. That was Cotellis banging the fence right in front of the microphone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for out number 1. That'll bring the plate Vivian Goodpaster. Vivian with a single back in the first inning. Mays entering today's action with 14 strikeouts and 14 walks. That was our 15th strikeout on the season. Mays, the senior. 2 up, 2 down. I'll bring the plate number 14, Ashley Morrow. Ashley with 2 RBIs there in the first on an E3 as the ball went right underneath Rodriguez's glove. Goshen with 2 runs on 5 hits. They have 2 errors. Lady Cougars with 6 runs on 7 hits. .1-0 your count tomorrow. Pitch misses upstairs, 2-0. Morrow taken all the way there. See strike number 1. 2-1 your count. Morrow turns on it, foul. Once again, the third baseman is number 17, Brianna Sherman. Herman starting the game at third base was taken out right after her base running error. 3-2 is your count to Ashley Morrow. Morrow drills this ball to left center, and a beautiful looking catch by the left fielder Taylor Sutliff for out number 3. We head to the top of the 4th. St. Francis up 6-2 over the Maple Leafs.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Leading off for Goshen here in the top of the 4th will be Taylor Sutliff, the left fielder. She had a single in her first at-bat. First pitch is a swing and a miss. 0-1 your count to Sutliff. Bunt, wow. Big bunt. Died on that first touch of the dirt there, so that was one of the best bunts I've almost ever seen by Sutliff. That was almost like a slap bunt. She hit it past Augsburger, but once it hit the ground, it just died and stopped rolling. Leadoff single for Sutliff brings up Candace Sutter. Sutter's 2 for 2 in this game. 0-1 is your count. Checks that pitch outside. Count's evened up at 1-1. One hop chop fielded by Augsburger for out number 1. As Sutliff will advance to second base. It's going to bring the plate number 27, Sandra Rodriguez. Rodriguez was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch right over to Frere for out number 2. Cassidy was in perfect position for that ball. It brings up number 24, Catherine Boyer. Boyer with a sacrifice in the first inning, reached on a fielder's choice back in the second. That's fouled out of play down the count 0-1. Got her listed at 0 for 1 in this game. Checks that one upstairs. 1-1 your count. If Goshen College were to lose this game, they would finish off the season 16-37-1 overall, 8-26-1 in Crossroads League play. At Goshen, St. Francis lost 5-6 before winning 14-6 in 6 innings. 1-2 is your count. Another one fouled out of play. Count will remain at 1-2. Grace, the Lady Lancers, unveiled their revamped stadium over there in Winona Lake, the Coach Phil Dick Field. And it is an outstanding looking facility there at Grace College. Marion once again clinches their 4th straight Crossroads League title. When I first started calling games 6 years ago, it was Bethel College and Marion, the top 2 teams. Now it's Wesleyan and Marion ranked in the top 10 nationally. Full count to Catherine Boyer. Marion's Brina Smith was named the National Softball Pitcher of the Week. Smith was nearly unhittable last week as she piled up 4 wins in a dominant week for Marion in Crossroads League play. She tossed a no-hitter not this past Saturday or Sunday, but the Sunday before against Goshen. She struck out 7 in the win. Brina Smith is a junior for Marion. She's more or less been the best pitcher in the Crossroads League ever since her freshman season. That ball ripped into left center. Myers' throw not in time to second. Scoring on the play is Sutliff on the RBI double by Boyer. Goshen with their 7th hit of the game. That'll bring up, it's number 2, Cassandra Espinosa.
Good job, babe. Way to get ahead. All right, let's go, Audrey. Let's take this thing down. Let's take this thing down, Audrey. We believe.
Espinosa fouled out to center field, or flew out to center field in her first at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike count. 2 outs. Espinosa, the catcher, in game number 1. That ball hit well into left field, all the way into the corner. Coming home to score is Boyer from second base on an RBI double by Espinosa. That'll bring up Cotelis. Rihanna Cotelis, who was hit by a pitch in her last at-bat and walked in her first AB. She has not seen a whole lot of pitches ever since her solo home run back in the first. First pitch misses upstairs. Goshen College now with 8 hits and 4 runs. They have 2 errors in this game. 2-1's your count. With 2 outs here at Westendorf Field. Goshen scoring both of their runs here in the top of the 4th with 2 outs. The 3-1 to Cotelis misses high and inside. Force out at any base for number 16, the pitcher, Brooke Mays. It looks like we have a new pitcher coming in. Take a break and be right back with you for the stats for Eris Petty, the new pitcher.
Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Welcome back to Westendorf Field. Lady Cougars lead it 6-4. We have 2 outs, runners at first and second. The new pitcher is Eris Petty for University of St. Francis, 5'9", the freshman from Bluffton, Indiana. She's a right-hander. Petty with a 3.62 ERA, a 1-1 record, a 19.1 innings pitched. She's given up 26 hits, 17 runs, 10 earned. 9 walks, 8 strikeouts. Opposing hitters are batting .321 against Petty.
Come on, get your work in here. Come on out. Let's go, Aries.
The 1-0 from Petty. Swung on and fouled off. We're evened up at 1 apiece. Lady Cougar golf team taking part in the Crossroads League Championships in Angola. St. Francis hosting the event. I'll be heading there tomorrow to get highlights. Lady Cougar sophomore play at third base, and she is safe on the pass ball. That's Espinosa. Cotelis now at second base. 2-1 your count. Swing and a miss. Counts evened up at 2-2. But Cougar sophomore Marissa Singer made the national tournament last year in her freshman season. Was the only Lady Cougar to tee off down at nationals. Hoping to get back down to Florida again this year. Full count to Brooke Mays. Pitcher versus pitcher here. Mays started off this game in right field. Just misses upstairs, so now play at any base for number 23. It's a pinch hitter. It's Emily Namasnak.
23 for 52.
I'm assuming number 17 is now the flex player. That's Brianna Sherman, the third baseman. Namasnak with a 200 batting average, 3 hits, 4 runs scored, and 15 at-bats. 2 RBI, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. 0-1's your count. Bases loaded. Ball hit right at Ferrer. Flips it over to Brianna Pryor for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. 6-4, St. Francis on top.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab. AWP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for champions. Welcome back here to Westendorf Field. Goshen 4 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. St. Francis 6 runs on 7 hits, 0 errors. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Lady Cougars will lead it off with number 10, Dawn Janae Chamberlain, here in her senior season for Coach Ryan Bolin. In the circle, it's number 16, Brooke Mays. Mays, the senior for Goshen. Dawn Janae grounded out to the pitcher in her first at-bat. That was Alexis Carpenter.
All right, let's start right here, Dawn Janae.
Carpenter pitched 6 innings in game 1 and then started off game number 2. And 9 St. Francis batters came to the plate in that first inning. And that was her only inning of work. 0-1's your count. Dawn Janae slaps it into center field for a leadoff single. That'll bring the plate number 13, Brianna Pryor. Pryor ripped a double back in the 2nd inning and scored a run. Carpenter had 1 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 runs. The next pitcher was Murata, who gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. Did not record an out. Pryor to center field for out number 1. Now it's been Mays with 2 innings pitched under her belt. 1 strikeout, 1 hit, 0 runs given up. One out. Chamberlain at first base for Lizzie Meyer. Lizzie is 2 for 2 in this game with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Swings at that first pitch into shallow center. That'll fall for another single. Meyer now 3 for 3 in this game. She is on fire, folks, with an 8-game hitting streak. The hottest Lady Cougar at the dish. We got a pinch hitter for Hubble. It's going to be Jade Mollenkoff. Jade entering today's action with a .242 batting average, 8 hits, 6 runs scored, and 33 at-bats. She has a double, 5 RBI, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Mollenkoff is a freshman from Pendleton Heights, Indiana. Pendleton, Indiana. Pendleton Heights High School. So that first ball is in the dirt for ball 1. Runners at first and second. So Pendleton Heights, the same school as Brandon Pryor and Morgan Hubble. Swung on and foul. Good attempt by, I think that's number 2 out there, Cassandra Espinosa, who caught in game number 1. Good attempt. She dove for that one. 1-1's your count. Ball hit right at Sherman for out number 1, or excuse me, out number 2. Brianna Sherman, the junior from Granger, Indiana. Mollenkoff at first base on the fielder's choice. Brings up number 5, Ramsey Herlock. Meyer's batting average, Meyer at second base, continuing to rise. Entering today's doubleheader with a .361 batting average. She was 1 for 4, so she's now in game number 1. She's now 4 for 7 on the day. 0-1's your count to Herlock with 2 outs. Waits on it, turns down the left field line. That's fair. Meyer's going to come home to score. RBI single by Ramsey Herlock. Cougars up 7-4. St. Francis now with 10 hits in this game. Your batter, number 12, Taylor Tucker, the freshman third baseman. First pitch, fouled down the left field line. It's Ferrer on deck. Tucker 0 for 1 in this game, walked and scored a run back in the first. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. One-two now to Tucker. Taylor, the freshman from Oxford, Indiana, Benton Central High School. Lazy fly ball into right field. Second baseman's got it for out number 3. It was a good catch for Catherine Boyer. So we head to the top of the 5th. 7-4, St. Francis on top.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for champions. Welcome back, everyone. Here in the top of the 5th inning, St. Francis with 7 runs on 10 hits. Goshen with 4 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. Leading it off here for Bethel is number 32, Allison White, the shortstop. White, a sophomore, Greenwood, Indiana, Center Grove High School. Eris Petty in the circle. Came in on relief of Caitlin Augsburger. Oh, nice play by Morgan Hubble. She's able to tag out White. That'll bring up Sutliff, number 5. 1 up, 1 down for your Lady Cougars. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Sutliff, 2 for 2 in this game. Singled and scored a run back in the 4th. 2-run 4th for Goshen. They had 2 runs in the top of the 1st as well. Hit right at Hubble. For out number 2. Unassisted play there by the first baseman will bring up the leadoff batter, Candace Sutter. Sutter, 2 for 3 in this game. Two for 3, with 2 singles and a run scored. 1-0's your count. Sutter, a senior outfielder, playing center field for the Maple Leafs. One and 1 with 2 outs. Catches the outside corner for strike number 2. Petty, the 1-2, strikes her out swinging for out number 3. Head to the bottom of the 5th, 7-4 St. Francis.
Sports medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Welcome back, everybody, here in the bottom of the 5th inning. St. Francis up 7-4 over these Maple Leafs. Leading it off for your Cougars, it's number 11, Cassidy Ferreira. Ferreira, 1 for 2 in this game, had a 2 RBI single and scored a run back in the 1st inning. She struck out back in the 3rd. Ferreira, the freshman shortstop from Westfield, Indiana. It's Mays in the circle for Goshen. She has 3 innings under her belt now. First pitch is a strike to Frere.
All right, Cass, let's go. Let's go. Hit your pitch.
1-1, now your count to Frere after the ball in the dirt.
Okay, Cass.
Off speed is fouled off.
One ball, 2 strikes. All right, let's go, Cass. Let's go, Cass.
Frere once again 1 for 3 in game number 1. She now has a 7-game hitting streak going on after her single in the first, just behind Lizzie Meyer's 8-game hit streak. 3-2 your count. Frere going to reach safely on the E6. Right off the glove of the shortstop, Allison White. That'll bring to the plate number 42, Vivian Goodpaster. Vivian, 1 for 2 in this game, had a single back in the first. First pitch low for ball 1. On deck, it's Ashley Morrow. The 1-0 with 0 outs here, and Frere at first. 2-0's your count.
All right, Bev. You got this, Bev. You got this. We believe, Bev. Let's go. Hit your pitch. Hit your pitch. Okay.
3-0 now the count. Goodpaster. Mays, perfect pitch with Goodpaster taking the whole way. 3-1. You're in the bottom of the 5th. Off the inside of the bat. Tough play. As everyone is safe. See how they score that one. Looked to be a single. As trying to make the over-the-shoulder catch was Allison White. Brings up Ashley Morrow. 0 for 2 in this game with 2 RBIs. Yeah, they're going to call that an error on the shortstop. Morrow out at first, but will advance both the runners. So that's the 3rd error of the game for Goshen. Actually, they're going to give Frere a single. Not going to try to make any sense out of any of it. Your batter now is Donjanae Chamberlain. First pitch is a swing and a miss. With runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1-1's your count. On deck, it's Brianna Pryor. Pryor, 1 for 3 in this game. Two balls, 1 strike to Donjanae Chamberlain.
I have the tag.
Ball into shallow center. Good play by the center fielder getting that ball in. It's Candace Sutter, the senior. Brianna Pryor coming up to the plate with ducks on the pond. Runners at second and third. It's Goodpaster on second and Ferrer on third. Pryor with her left ankle taped up after taking a cleat in Saturday's game. She was covering second base. Runner slid into her and cleated her ankle. Nice ball driven into left center, but it is caught by Sutter for out number 3. We head to the top of the 6th, 7-4, St. Francis on top of the Maple Leafs.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back, everyone. Here on the top of the 6th, it's going to be Rodriguez, the first baseman, to lead it off for Goshen unless we have a pinch hitter coming up. Rodriguez is 0 for 1 in this game with a walk and a hit by a pitch. She did score a run back there in the first. And the new hitter is going to be number 14, Allie Gordy. Gordy entering today with a 200 batting average, 2 hits and 10 at-bats, with 5 strikeouts and 0 walks. Gordy, a freshman from Elkhart, Indiana, went to Jimtown High School, the Jimmies. 0-1 your count. Gordy down in this count, 0-2. Gordy, a second baseman and an outfielder for the Maple Leafs. Off speed, misses upstairs. 1-2 your count. Swing and a miss. Petty with her second strikeout of the game on the fastball. 1 up, 1 down brings up number 24, Catherine Boyer. Boyer had an RBI double in her last at-bat. Also scored in the inning back in the 4th. First pitch strike to Boyer. Petty starting to heat up here. Coming in on relief of Caitlin Augsburger. 0-1 your count with 1 out. Pitch misses upstairs. Petty, 1.2 innings pitched under her belt with 2 strikeouts and a walk. She's pitched 18 pitches with 12 strikes and 6 balls. Good looking pitch there, upstairs, 2-1 your count. 6 batters faced with 5 first pitch strikes for Petty. Efficient in the circle. 3-1 your count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Petty delivering to Catherine Boyer. Another one fouled off. Boyer, just a sophomore, from Edwards Air Force Base in California. She transferred from the University of Jamestown. Actually went to the University of Jamestown back in August for the first game of the Cougar football season. It's an 18-hour drive to North Dakota. Boyer reaches first on the walk. That brings up number 2, Espinosa. Espinosa with an RBI double. Her last at bat ended up stranded on third. 0-1 your count. Ball off the inside, popped up to Meyer for out number 2. Lizzie Meyer continues to be perfect out in center field. Entering today, Meyer ranks number 1 in the country in fielding percentage. Brianna Pryor ranks number 9 in stolen bases per game, averaging nearly a stolen base per. I was told some of the stats were messed up, so Pryor entering today with 33 stolen bases in 37 games. 1-0 is your count. And had 2 stolen bases in game number 1. Hubble off the heel. So Cotelis reaches first on the E6, or excuse me, the E3. We have runners at first and second. For number 16, Brooke Mays, the pitcher. For St. Francis, the team's first error in the game. St. Francis, the majority of the season, was ranked nationally in fielding percentage, just recently leaving the top 50. Ball turned on. 1-1 your count. The 1-1 from Petty, with runners at first and second. Mays right over to Tucker for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 7-4 St. Francis on top.
P Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless, that's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 6th inning, St. Francis up 7-4 over Goshen College, and there's a bunch of new Maple Leafs on the field. First baseman's number 23, Emily Namaznak. New shortstop is Courtney Crasper. Not really, looks like the outfield's all the same. Leading off for St. Francis will be Lizzie Meyer. Meyer 3 for 3. 3 runs scored and an RBI. Meyer in St. Francis' last 5 wins arguably could have been an MVP in just about every single one with her work at the plate and defensively in center field. Came to St. Francis as a first baseman and has turned into a Gold Glove center fielder. Look for her to be named All-Crossroads League this year in her junior season. Last year was Donjanae Chamberlain and Bree Pryor being named All-Crossroads League. Pryor entered today, tied for the Crossroads League high in stolen bases with Buckley from Indiana Wesleyan, each with 33. Actually, Pryor with 34, so your league leader in stolen bases. 1 up, 1 down for number 6, Morgan Hubble. Hubble did not bat in her last at-bat. She was pinch hit for by Jade Mollenkoff. But Hubble so far in this game is 1 for 2. She had an RBI double in the second. Takes that first pitch for a strike.
Come on, Morgan. We believe. Let's go. Let's go, Morgan.
0-2 now after the foul ball.
Clean that thing up, Morgan. Let's go. 2 strikes. Go, Morgan. We believe. We believe, Morgan. Oh.
Swing and a miss for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Your batter is Ramsey Herlock. Ramsey with an RBI single back in the 4th. Your designated player here in game number 2. First pitch strike to Herlock.
You know what you're doing now. Sing it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay, come on. We believe. Did a knock. Looking for a knock here. Start the merry-go-round. Let's go right here.
The 1-1 to Herlock. Upstairs for ball 2. Will be the freshman, Taylor Tucker, on deck. Tucker 0 for 2 in this game with a walk and a run scored. Herlock goes to right field with it. Espinosa underneath it for out number 3. Last chance here for Goshen College as we head to the top of the 7th. Lady Cougars up 7-4.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back here in the top of the 7th. Dance party has finished, and leading off is going to be number 23. Batting for Moraga, Emily Namisnak, her second at-bat in this game, takes that pitch for a strike. 0 for 1. She grounded out to Cassidy Ferrer, the shortstop, in her first at-bat. Takes that one low and in. 1-1's your count. Ball hit to Ferrer, charges it, not in time. Leadoff batter aboard. That's going to bring up to the plate number 29. Courtney Crasper, the shortstop. She's a junior from Carroll High School. She lives in Cherubusco, Indiana. Slow roller to Ferrer, flips it over to Pryor. So Crasper reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 out, your batter is number 44. Katie Crump, the freshman from Franklin, Indiana, Franklin Community. Crump is 0 for 7 on the season with 4 strikeouts. Looking for her first hit. Crasper with a .210 batting average, 17 hits and 10 runs scored, 81 at-bats, 1 home run, 9 RBI, 3 walks and 13 strikeouts. She grounded into the fielder's choice and standing on first. Ball hit up the gut. Ferrer takes it herself, trying to turn 2. Crump heading to second, and that will do it, as the Lady Cougar is going to win it here at Westendorf Field to finish off the regular season. We'll take one more break and we'll be back with you for some final stats.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back here to Westendorf Field. Lady Cougars winning it 7-4 over Goshen College. St. Francis 7 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. Goshen ended up with 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 errors. Looking at the box score, Brandon Pryor was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Lizzie Meyer, 3 for 4, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Hubble, 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Herlock, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Taylor Tucker with a run scored was 0 for 2. Cassidy Ferrer, 2 for 3 with 2 RBI and a run scored. And Ashley Morrow, 1 for 2 with 2 RBI. In the circle, Eris Petty with 3.1 innings pitched, gave up 1 hit, had 2 strikeouts and 2 walks, 0 runs given up. Caitlin Augsburger, 3.2 innings pitched, gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned, with 1 strikeout and 3 hits. Folks, thanks so much for joining us. That's going to do it here from Westendorf Field. Until next season, you can catch the Lady Cougars at the Crossroads League Tournament starting on Wednesday at Grand Park in Westfield, Indiana. Oh, sounds like the opening game is going to be at Taylor University against Taylor. So keep an eye out at stfranciscougars.com for the latest on the Crossroads League Tournament. Thanks again for joining us. Until next year, my name's Jeff Mahoney, and have a great rest of the week.